initially, I had taken a kind of roundabout route to STEM. My first CS class I ever took was in high school, and I honestly didn't really like it. I was surrounded by people that I didn't really get along with, and a teacher who was admittedly a white male that I felt like I couldn't really connect with, and didn't see my motivation for getting into CS. Fast forward into college, took a class with another professor with whom I have a great relationship to this day, and started to see both how STEM opens up doors really, really well, and also how it's not just about like sitting in front of your computer coding hunched over all day. It's a mindset. And it's a way of looking at problems at the world and of decomposing them, breaking them apart into pieces, and then creating a strategy for how to tackle those problems.
I went to a technical and vocational high school. It was Thomas Edison High School in Queens. And I started down an electrical engineering track. And halfway through high school, my principal came to the class and told us about this program called the Cisco Networking Academy. He said, we're going to be piloting a program here. It's called the Cisco Networking Academy. Would you be interested in being a part of this program? And at first I was like, no. And I went home and I talked to my mom, and she was like, you are going to be a part of that program. And so I went back to school. I said, yep, I'll try it out. And I did, and I'm happy I did because I loved it. I think if I didn't take the chance to try something new, I wouldn't have known that I would have liked it. And so, me pursuing a field in STEM started for me just getting exposure to something I had no clue about, and just taking a risk and trying it out, and just figuring I liked it.
Stepping into the tech field, I did have some hesitation around, the numbers are still super low. And hearing from a lot of my friends and peers about their experiences that they've walked into a lot of different spaces and either felt like their voices were silenced or just not heard because of the color of their skin and their gender, or that they were asked all the time to basically represent everybody. And as we both know, that's neither of those is fair or accurate or any of those things. So stepping into Google, into the Code Next team, and into the DIG team, which is Diversity, Inclusion, and Governance, a lot of what we do is very concerned with inclusion and representation and equity. So I got to be around a substantial number of like-minded people and to work towards improving the situation around diversity at Google and at other companies.
I've had experiences that, I had to prove myself over and over again, and then I've had companies that I worked for where, there's a little bit more diversity. About 3 years ago, I took a job at a company. It was a senior level position. I was the only Black woman, and I started getting a lot of pushback from the folks that I work with. I would schedule meetings and they just wouldn't show up. When you're in those challenging moments, that's the moments where you grow the most. I took that as a moment for me to grow, and I learned from it, and then I moved on. Things that are unknown seem scary from the outside, but you won't know until you take that leap and try it out. Don't get discouraged when things become too difficult. Anything worth pursuing is difficult.
Technology continues to evolve, and knowing that at no given moment is there really any stagnation. It continues to evolve, and all of us can push it forward and can really take ownership of that learning just by creating and playing. There are too many capable, creative, innovative Black women and women of color in this space, but in their own spaces that they've created for themselves and for us. Don't fear being in spaces where you're misunderstood. They can be uncomfortable, but you still belong there. You belong wherever you want to be. Don't let anybody else define for you who you are or where you belong.